The year is 2022. It's been around 3 years since the Sword and Shield expansion first dropped at the end of 2019. And since then, there have been 11 different Pokemon TCG expansions released. 3 of those being special/holiday sets. And it's not even stopping there. There's Brilliant Stars coming out next month and then more sets beyond that. However, in today's video, I'm going to be ranking from best to worst all of the Sword and Shield expansions. Pokemon cards haven't been this popular since the original base set, so this video is due to be a banger. As you can see on the screen, we've got a tier list right here, going from S tier to F tier, and I'm going to be ranking all of the Sword and Shield sets so far from best to worst, and also taking a look at some of the most popular cards from within those sets. We're going to do it in order, so from start to finish. Let's start off with Sword and Shield. Now, for me, Sword and Shield is a great set, and one that I think is underrated. I think it took around until Darkness Ablaze, Champion's Path, and Vivid Voltage for the Sword and Shield era of Pokemon to really start getting crazy. At least that's what we noticed as well with the Pokémon store. That's when demand really started to kick up in Pokemon. So I kind of believe that this set right here is a little bit underrated. It's one of my favorite sets. It's probably going to go quite high into my tier list. As you can see, here are all the common cards, the rare cards, and the V cards. But a lot of this tier list is going to be based on, you know, the full art cards. I'm more of a collector than a player. I do love playing the TCG, but I love collecting it even more, I think. So I'm going to tackle this tier list right here based on collectability. Obviously, playing the game is a different thing, but for me, this set is so cool. You've got Lapras full art, Morpeko full art, 2 of my favorite full arts. You've got the Zacian, Zamazenta, and Snorlax cards, and I think this Zacian card right here, for me, is one of the best cards in the entire Sword and Shield era. It really is underrated. And of course, this gold card right here. Even when I was playing the TCG quite, you know, consistently, this is a deck that I use, you know. Intrepid Sword, then Brave Blade, really good. And then you got the Quick Ball there as well. So I think this set is really good. Obviously, it's the first set. There are no special art cards in this set, and I'm not gonna rank cards lower because they haven't got special arts, because obviously Pokemon weren't putting special arts into this set just yet, or into this era of cards just yet. That came a little bit later down the line with Chilling and Rain, Battle Styles, etc. Marnie as well, super cool card there. And yeah, I think this is a really good, well-rounded set. I want to put it in the A tier, but I feel like a lot of people would probably disagree with that. So I'm going to put it in A tier. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to do it. I think it deserves to be in the A tier. It's really underrated in my opinion, and it deserves to be there. Next up, we have Rebel Clash. Now, I remember when Rebel Clash first came out, I was a little bit underwhelmed with it, even at the time as well. So looking at it, you know what, 2 years later, let's see where it stands up now. So here we go. Here are the Rebel Clash cards. Some awesome artwork, and again, I can't stress this enough. The actual quality and the illustrations of the common, uncommon, and rare cards are so good. In a way, they tell more of a story than the actual full art cards and the special art card. I always find it interesting because people always bang on about special art cards. Every common card is a special art card. It's just not full on the entirety of the card, if that makes sense. I mean, look, you've got Vulpix right there in some sort of like forest setting. You've got Growlithe there as well, Arcanine. Like, the only thing that's stopping these cards from being special art cards is the texture, the shine, of course, the holofoil, etc., and also the full artness of the card. And here we are. Here are the full art cards. And actually, to be fair, Rillaboom, fantastic full art. Cinderace again, Ninetales 2, Dragapult, Toxtricity, Phalanx. Wow, a lot of good full arts in this set. My friend Kalshar is actually putting a binder together of all the full art cards in Sword and Shield, and I'm actually quite jealous right now. And how can we forget the gold shiny cards? So Frostmoth and Berserker. You know what? This set's not as bad as I originally thought. Boss's Orders as well. Sonya. Okay, so actually looking at this set right now, you know what? I was probably going to put it into the F tier, but I think I'm going to put it into the C tier, just based on those full arts alone. Okay, and the shiny gold cards. Quite, you know, they're good cards. Darkness Ablaze up next. Now, Darkness Ablaze, whew, is a great set. Darkness Ablaze was the first set to feature Charizard. As you can see right here, we got Charizard V and Charizard VMAX. And to say that this is just a VMAX card, this card was super popular. I remember I actually pulled this. We got the booster boxes a little bit early with Pokémon. I opened my first one and got this Charizard VMAX. And remember, it's the first Charizard in the Sword and Shield era. I was gassed. So I remember the next day, I literally drove all the way to Graded Gem to submit this card myself, because I was so gassed and I wanted to get this sent as soon as possible. And I think that drove the excitement for this set right here. Darkness Ablaze, everyone's always talking about Darkness Ablaze. This card right here, the Crobat V, super playable in the decks. People love to play that. I think it was it's a draw card, right? Yeah, you play Crobat from your hand, you get to draw 6 cards, I think, into your bench. So it's really good. Scizor as well. Eternatus VMAX, yeah, another massive card in the TCG for playability. Salamence as well. So yeah, I think you got a lot of the heavy hitters, you know. Houndoom, yeah, look at these full arts, man. You got Butterfree, absolute top tier. Houndoom, Centiskorch, decent. Vikavolt, decent. Rhyperior, not too bad. Then you got Crobat V, which is just a stunning card. Scizor V, Galarian Stunfisk V, not great at all. Salamence V, top tier. And then you got the Rillaboom shiny and then the Colossal shiny gold card. Damn. And interestingly enough, they didn't put the Charizard VMAX in the rainbow rare here because they put it in the set that we're going to talk about in a minute. But you know what? Looking at this right now, I feel like I've been harsh on Rebel Clash. I think I have actually, like, looking back, Rebel Clash, this card's so good though. This Houndoom here. Oh, look at it. It's so good, man. I love this card. You know what? I think we already need to make some changes to this tier list right here. I'm going to put Sword and Shield. I think the best thing to do is drop Sword and Shield to B and then put Darkness Ablaze into A tier. You know what? Now I'm looking at it, Rebel Clash doesn't seem that bad and Darkness Ablaze doesn't seem that good other than the Charizard card. But the Charizard card was massive for the TCG, wasn't it? Do I do this, guys? Darkness Ablaze in A tier, Sword and Shield B tier, Rebel Clash C tier? Or do I go Sword and Shield and Darkness Ablaze both in A tier? I just don't... this is hard. Yeah, okay, right. Okay. Here we go. I'm going to do Darkness Ablaze A tier, B tier Sword and Shield, and Rebel Clash C tier. I think that's the best way. And now we're moving on to Champions Path. Or as some people like to call it, Champions Trash. Or as some people like to call it, Machampion's Path, because all you pulled was the Machamp. But let's get the cards up. Here we go. Now, keep in mind, this set was absolutely notorious. This was the first box that we got allocated from the suppliers for Pokemon. The amount of thinking that it was Darkness Ablaze, no, I don't think it was. It was Champion's Path. I remember sweating with Laura thinking, we're going to not get enough orders here. We're not going to get enough. It was so, I think it was so big that because it was that big, it got judged on being that big, if that makes sense, because everyone hates Champion's Path. The pull rates are weird. They are weird. The set's weird. As you can see, it's a special set in terms of like a holiday set. Only got 73 cards in it. So the main set is so easy to actually complete, but the thing is, it's actually got decent Pokemon in it. Venusaur, very nice card. Eldegoss, Incineroar, Dreadnought, God of War. You know, but I think Lucario, Grapplock, but where it got let down was the secret rares and the full arts right here. Let's have a look at this, guys. So as you can see, a very minimal amount of full arts and secret rares here. Some being, you know, Dreadnought, you don't really want to pull that. The Grapplock, the Casola, you don't want to pull that too much. God of War is decent, Hop's decent. Suspicious Food Tin, gold card. And then you have the two main cards that absolutely drove this set, and you can't blame them for why, you know. The Charizard VMAX Rainbow Rare and the shiny Charizard V. The Charizard V, the shiny version here, is really good. It's such a good card. Yes, Charizard VMAX here, again, really nice card, really nice rainbow. In my opinion, one of the best Charizard artworks of all time. You know, and I back that. I do. If you didn't get Charizard, it's a bad set. If you did get Charizard, it was alright, but it took so many times to get it. And in the main set, all you would pull non-stop, because you got a guaranteed holo in every pack, all you would pull is this card right here, which is why it got deemed Machampion's Path. So while I think this set has got fantastic cards in it, the set didn't make sense. Like, what is the set itself? Like, I would have preferred Charizard VMAX Rainbow to be in Darkness Ablaze, and then Charizard V to be in Shining Fates. That would have been better, in my opinion. You know, it was so much better. So while the cards individually were good, the set as a whole was bad, and the delivery of it as a holiday set wasn't too great. So that's going to go into the F tier right there. Champion's Path going to go into the F tier. And then we have Vivid Voltage, ladies and gentlemen. I think we can all agree this set is absolutely goated, and most probably because of these cards right here. We got the amazing rares introduced into the TCG for the first time. And what these were, they weren't just holos, they weren't full arts or secret rares. They were a mix between both, if you will. You know, in terms of a collector and collectability, they were amazing. Ha! Amazing rare. There we go. They remind you of the shining Pokemon from back in the day. They remind you of the gold stars. And I'm not saying they match those cards in terms of rarity. They don't at all. These are not hard to pull. But they gave you that excitement. You know, it's not just a holo, but it's not a secret rare. It's like, it's a nice little alternative. And I think these types of cards are awesome in sets. Not only because they were in the reverse holo slot. So sometimes you could get a pack that didn't have a pull in it. You know, it didn't have a hit in it. No holo, no V, no secret rare. But it could still have an amazing rare in it. And I think that's a great way to do things. And I think it's a really good use of a art style like that. We also had a Charizard here, a actual holo Charizard, which is kind of cool. And of course, who can forget about the Pikachu cards? Pikachu V and Pikachu VMAX. And who can forget about this card right here? Pikachu VMAX. So hard to pull, but so great when you got it. An amazing card right here, the Rainbow Rare Chonkachu. And you know what? Togekiss is a great Pokemon, but other than that, it didn't have the best full arts or the best, you know... Oh, hold on. I take it back. It didn't have the best VMAXs, okay? Rainbow Rares aren't the best anyway, apart from the Pikachu. You know, that was a good card. But Rainbow Rares as a whole aren't as exciting as... And look at the full arts. We've got Nessa. We've got Leon. Great full arts. The Togekiss is fantastic. The Surfetch is fantastic. The Alakazam, the Ampharos, the Zarude, the Pikachu. Yeah, the full arts are so good. But again, these Rainbow Rares, especially the trainers, are just not as good as the regular full arts. They're just, the full arts look better. I don't think anyone's going to complain with me putting Vivid Voltage in the S tier. What do you guys think? I think the amazing rares combined with the full arts, combined with the full art trainers, combined with the Pikachu, just, yeah. For me, it puts Vivid Voltage to the top of the list. Now we go on to Shining Fates. Now, for me, This is where it's going to start to get controversial. Shining Fates, I wasn't a fan. I have to be honest, I was not a fan at all, guys. I really, really wasn't. And that's coming from someone who loved the Japanese variant, Shining Star V. Let me know in the comments down below, by the way, if you want to see me do a Japanese version of this, where I'll put the Japanese sets into a tier list and rank them from best to worst. Because although the English sets are just translations of what comes out of Japan, the way they market them, the way they put them in different sets is different. And sometimes it benefits Japan. Like, for example, Shining Star V is one of my favorite sets of all time. Shining Fates, for me, is one of the worst sets. I just don't like Shining Fates. And here we go, guys. Here is Shining Fates. And why do I dislike it so much? I think, first of all, the condition of the cards was awful in this set. The quality control was awful. But I don't mind that because at the end of the day, Pokemon are trying to get things out there. They're trying to meet the demand. That's bound to happen, you know. If you ever have a business where something's trying to grow, scale quickly, there's bound to be teething issues and there's bound to be, you know, there's bound to be a lack of quality. It's just as simple as that. So I can't rate it too badly for that. I think it's the way that the packs are released in the English variant. Okay, so in Japan you get the Shining Star V booster box, 10 packs in there. You get 2 holos per pack, you get a V or a V Max per pack, and you get a reverse holo. Sometimes you get a baby holo in that, sometimes you get a shiny full art, and sometimes you get a trainer. You know, there's just so many opportunities to pull something. The packs are great, 10 packs per box. It's lovely. Bam, there you go. In England you get the ETVs, you know, which are just impossible to get. The pin collections, which again are really difficult to get. And although they are great, don't get me wrong, I love the promos, I love the boxes. I think the boxes and the tins should exist fully. It was the same with Hidden Fates, right? You know, Shining Fates, Hidden Fates, very similar. I don't know. I've got just a sour taste of Shining Fates, and I can't really grasp why. But again, the cards are great, though. We've got Rowlet, some great baby shinies here, Suicune. So maybe I'm being a bit too harsh on this set, because I do love the cards. I love the cards. I love the art. I think my main gripe with Shining Fates was just kind of like the rollout of it. But we do have some fantastic cards. Look, the Charizard VMAX. This is what I like. I like the shiny Charizard VMAX. It's so, so good. Rillaboom, Lapras VMAX. Ditto. So I think on reflection, Shining Fates is not going to go into the F tier. It's not near Champion's Path. I think I'm going to put it in the C tier. I think personally I'm being a little bit too harsh on it with what I say about it, but I'm going to put it into the C tier because I just think I don't know, the products weren't there for me. I would just love a Shining Star V kind of like style of box in the UK, you know, just a booster box. I guess you could say that's what the ETB is, but the pull rates, it's just different, you know. Next up, we got Battle Styles. And Battle Styles, for me, kind of fits into the Rebel Clash category of cards. It's kind of like in between other great sets. It's kind of like just there, you know. It's not a bad set at all, but it doesn't excite you as much as others. However, it did introduce the special art cards. So as you can see, we have so many special arts in this set. Empoleon, a fantastic card. We had Tyranitar, Urshifu, both Urshifu, so Single Strike and Rapid Strike, and then also the Urshifu VMAX special art, and the Urshifu, well, both the Urshifu VMAX special art. We also have the Houndoom, which is a great shiny card, and then Octillery, which is less of a shiny card, in my opinion, because obviously, you know, it's gold on gold, which is sort of nice, but it's Octillery, not, you know, it's not Houndoom, is what I'm trying to say. So again, even though this does kind of fit into the Rebel Clash style of set for me, it does get some more brownie points because of the special art card, you know. So therefore, for me, Battle Styles is... Oh, but is it on the Sword and Shield level? I think I'm going to put it in B tier. Mainly because literally the special arts. And the special arts started a new generation, started a new trend in the sets that I love, you know. So I have to give it credit for that. I think I'm being really harsh on Rebel Clash, maybe. But anyway, let's move on. Chillin' Rain, aka Chillin' Pain. You guys love to call it that. And I think it's because the pull rates. Because let's take a look at this set right here. First of all, for me, it has a Celebi and a Celebi VMAX. And I love Celebi. So maybe that's why I give it some brownie points. But it also has Blaziken, which I love both of these cards. That Blaziken V right there and that Blaziken VMAX. So in my opinion, they're almost special arts themselves already. Again, Calyrex, Ash Rider. It has the Galarian Birds for the first time. So this is where, obviously, the Crown Tundra was coming out. Chillin' Rain is kind of like the Crown Tundra version of the TCG. Shadow Rider Calyrex, Shadow Rider Calyrex VMAX, which are big cards in the TCG. I believe they were the best meta decks at the time. So, yeah, in my opinion, we had these beautiful Slowking V, which, again, in my opinion, is good enough to be a special art as it is. But yeah, this set gets a lot of hate, but the cards are so good in my opinion. Like, look, Celebi V, fantastic. Blaziken V, absolutely fantastic. Volcanion, pretty decent. Shadow Rider Calyrex, pretty decent. But then you get the special arts again, and there are some amazing special art cards in this set. Zorora special art card, Galarian Rapidash special art card, Galarian Articuno V special art, and these Galarian Birds are so, the special art cards of them are so good. Galarian Moltres V special art, and this card, look at this, man. It's so good. It's so good. Yeah, I understand the pull rates are so hard in that set, and they were off-center. I get that as well. The centering was very bad. But I can't put it in. I can't put it here, and I can't even put it. I can't even put it in B tier, man. I know it's Chillin' Pain for you lot. I know you don't like it, but the pulls are just so good. I'm gonna put it in A tier, guys. I'm sorry. Maybe the centering puts us all off. Maybe that's what it is. It puts me off a little bit. But is it better than Battle Styles? Yes. Is it better than Sword and Shield? Yes. Maybe it's controversial. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Also, we are going to be giving something away in this video, guys. So don't forget, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and also leave a comment down below, whatever you want. The giveaway in the video today, guys, is going to be this Dark Sylveon V collection box right here, featuring celebrations, of course, and this wonderful V card. So we're going to speak about celebrations in this video soon, of course. But yeah, comment down below, like the video, and subscribe to win this box right here. I haven't posted much about Evolving Skies, but best believe in the background, I've been absolutely loving this set. It's such a good set, man. Like, look, you got the it's the Eevee Heroes, isn't it? It's the Eevee Heroes and the Rayquaza set. What's not to love about this set? I think this will go down in 10, 20, 30 years as one of the best sets ever, man. You know what I mean? When we're looking and buying vintage boxes in decades to come, this is going to be one of the ones, in my opinion, that is just adored. I wish I had more. I wish I had this. I don't have any of this. It was so hard to get. But look, guys, what more can I say? Leafeon, Entei Holo, fantastic Holo, Gyarados, Vaporeon, Suicune, a very good card in the TCG there, Glaceon, Jolteon, Rayquaza VMAX. And this is before we get to the special arts. This is before we get this card right here, Regidrago, so good. Can you even count how many special arts there are here? Leafeon V, Flareon V came out later as a promo, Glaceon V, Espeon V, Golurk, Sylveon, Medicham, Umbreon, Dragonite, Rayquaza, Noivern, Duraludon. It's just unreal. Leafeon VMAX, Umbreon VMAX, Glaceon VMAX, Sylveon VMAX. It's just crazy. The amount of special art cards in this set is unbelievable. It's just unreal. Full art cards, Zidia's Resolve, Raihan, Copycat, Aroma Lady. And I haven't even spoken about the Pokemon full arts yet. Jolteon, Suicune, Flareon, Gyarados. It's so good. Honestly, this set's so good. It's massive. It's an unbelievably massive set, but it is so good. This card right here, I love this card so much. Rayquaza VMAX as well. And then look, Inteleon, Cresselia, Frostlass Shinies, great, collections of Shinies. So yeah, honestly, I think this set for me, it speaks for itself. The special art cards in this set, what the special arts are as well, it's S tier for me, in my opinion. Vivid Voltage, Evolving Skies deserve to both be in S tier, and I honestly, hopefully all of you agree with me there. Evolving Skies, what a set that is. Next up, we have Celebrations. Can I just say before we get into this, amazing, what a great set. However, I'm going to complain a little bit. I'm going to throw a few shots at Celebrations. And again, for me, maybe it's unfair to do this, but it's when I compare it with the Japanese. The Japanese 25th anniversary box was great. You know, you got a booster box. It's a high-class box. You know, you got all these cards in it. But they separate it out. I'm being harsh here. Essentially, for those who don't know what Celebrations is, it's a collection of legendary cards right here. Reimaginations of cards as well in the main set. You know, Pikachu, Flying Pikachu in the V form. Really cool. But this set was lackluster for me. The first half of it was super lackluster. And to be fair, I'll be honest, even the Japanese box was as well. But I just love the way they did the classic collection in Japan. So let's get to the classic collection now. We have the cards here, look. First of all, the Gold Mew, fantastic, amazing. But then we have the classic collection, which is a collection of cards that got reprinted with the Celebration Pikachu stamp on it in a different holo form style, okay? And you had a varied collection of cards all the way from base set to, I think, Sun and Moon. And you had cards in there that were fan favorites. You had cards in there that were great in decks, so some of the most playable cards out there. And it was great. They picked fantastic cards. I'm not mad at the collection. Blastoise, Charizard, Venusaur goes without saying. Shining Magikarp, a really rare card that was tough to get. Umbreon, Gold Star. I'm so glad that they put that in here because that card is almost near impossible to get in English. And now it's possible with Celebrations, so I think that's amazing. And yeah, I have no problem with the actual selection of cards here. I think they're fantastic. I think they're so good. Again, for me, it's like the delivery of packs, how you get packs. And maybe for them, it's a better business move to put them in collection boxes, but I just kind of wish we had, like, I don't know, a booster box of this. I wish they maybe put these, I don't know. I wish they put these together. I wish this was one set, right? And these cards were the subset. I know they were a subset, but these were reprints, right? So they weren't part of a set themselves. They were just the original card with the Pikachu logo on. Whereas in Japan, they did this. They did these special promo packs where you're guaranteed to get only one card, but you're guaranteed to get a classic collection card in that. Whereas those who open Celebrations, you know how painful it is opening these cards right here. The Celebration set just devalued. It kind of like just made these cards, which are awesome cards, just not fun anymore because they're so easy to get. The pull rates were so good. And then obviously when you get a classic collection card, you love it. So I almost kind of feel like they could have put all of this in one big set and did like a Shining Fates Champions Path type thing where it's a big set, and these are just, and the classic collection cards are either a subset in those cards or just in the set, you know. And same goes to Japan. I kind of wish they did put it together in Japan, but at least they did do this this pack right here, which I think is really awesome. You know, you get one card, but it's a classic collection card. You don't get 3 of these in it. But with that being said, I still love the cards that they produced. I love the fact that they reprinted all these cards. So yeah, I'm gonna put Celebrations in A tier. An amazing set. The classic collection was unreal. It was amazing to put all those cards, those older cards, in a new format. I also do love the promo cards, by the way, the ones that we often forget about. So the Dark Sylveon I spoke about a minute ago, Lance's Charizard, the Light Toxtricity. I love those. I love those so much. They're really, really cool, you know, promo cards. The way the cards were in packs is what drops it away from that S tier for me. You know, if it was like a Hidden Fates type of thing where you had the SV or the CC Classic Collection set within the main set, that'd have been awesome, you know. And yeah, maybe just more of the celebration side of the set, you know, so we don't pull the same 4 cards over and over again. And then we have Fusion Strike. And a Fusion Strike, for me, I'm surprised at. It's one that I've not opened too much at all. I've barely touched the set. I've opened a couple booster boxes, I think, and a few, you know, maybe packs here and there. But when I hear people talk about Fusion Strike, it doesn't really get that much applause and from people, which I'm surprised at, you know. The main set's pretty good. You got some great cards in there. You got Greninja V. Wow, I've not pulled that yet. That looks awesome. But yeah, we've got Mew, of course, and Mew's a great Pokemon and a great pull to the set. And we do have Gengar, and then obviously we get to the special art cards, and we have some amazing special art cards in here. The Celebi special art, top tier, one of the best arts in my opinion ever. Yeah, to be fair, the Mew special art could have been better, in my opinion. The Mew VMAX is a bit better. I mean, this card right here, it's just a bit busy, isn't it? It's just a bit busy. And from Mew, such a great Pokemon, it feels like it deserved better. Sandaconda, I guess. Genesect is cool. I like this. Breakdancing Genesect. Greedent. Okay, yeah, I see. But then we do have the Espeon VMAX and the Gengar VMAX. Fluffy. Okay, I'm now looking at this set in its whole. Again, I've not opened too much of this, so maybe I'm not qualified. Oh, the Inteleon VMAX as well. Look at it, it's so good. But as I was saying, maybe I'm not the best qualified to talk about this set. I think it's a solid set. I think it's a great set. I can see why it's not up there, though. I can see why. The choice of special arts, especially the V's, isn't too great. Maybe it's because the Gengar VMAX here was already released in Japan in a different set. It was revealed for a while. The Espeon VMAX was the same in Japan. The Celebi V as well was around for a while too. And the Sandaconda. So yeah, I feel like this was a catch-up set. This was a catch-up set for Pokemon in the English version, or the English TCG. So whack loads of the promos in, and it felt like it wasn't that new to us because we'd already seen them. Whereas, you know, I don't know. I still think it's B tier though, because the special arts, again, are so good. You know, those that are good, you know, the Celebi V, Espeon VMAX, Inteleon VMAX, and the Gengar VMAX. But I do see why it's not up there in my opinion. So there we go, guys. There's my tier list. You got S tier, Vivid Voltage, Evolving Skies, Dauntless Blaze, Chilling Reign, Celebrations in A tier. B tier, you got Sword and Shield, Battle Styles, Fusion Strike. C tier, Rebel Clash, Shining Fates. And then F tier, it is Champions Path. A great era of TCG. They have smashed it with Sword and Shield. Even the worst set on this list, Champions Path, is still, in my opinion, a step up for what we've had in previous years. Apart from Hidden Fates. Hidden Fates would, of course, be S tier if it was on this list. But yeah, so good, guys. Let me know if you want to see more of these tier lists. Maybe I can do the Gen 1, you know, the first base set, fossil, etc. That'd be an interesting video. Or maybe we'll do all the Wizards of the Coast, you know, from base set up to, you know, Skyridge and that. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. Don't forget to join the giveaway. Like, comment down below, subscribe to enter. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow for some more Pokemon content. For now, though, take care and peace out.